Hey guys, Tara Ryan here, and today's tip from Tara is about why you should be working with a top producer, specifically a top producing lender. Look, um, I'm kind of a big deal. Kidding, but hey, we just got back from our Diamond Club trip. This was now I'm one of the cool girls with my Stanley Cup here. But I thought about, hey, a lot of folks don't really think through what type of lender they want to be worked with. So I'm going to hit 5 quick tips that you may not have thought of why you want to work with a top producer. And the first is a top lender is going to have more clout with their company. I know a lot of agents don't think about it this way, but in lending, there's go and no go. There's approved and not approved, right? There's a lot of black and white. It fits the guides or it doesn't. But there's also a lot of gray. There are a lot of situations where it's like, oh, does it fit the guideline? Well, kind of, but not exactly. And look, I'm not talking about anything illegal or unethical. I'm talking about legitimate gray areas where it really depends on how you look at it. A lender who does a lot of business with their company is going to have more pull for those gray area situations. A lot of life comes down to who you know. And again, these companies want to keep top loan officers happy. So give you an example. I had a transaction and the head of underwriting called me up and she said, Tara, hey, talk to me. Tell me about this deal. And I started talking to her about the DTI and the LTV and the technical details. And she said, no. Tell me about the deal. How important is it to you that we close this one? Who referred it to you? Tell me about the transaction from that perspective. And what she said really was like a light bulb. She said, look, we've got to make a business decision on this one. It's not clearly yes or no. It's kind of in the middle. And so I said, hey, this one I really need. It's a top realtor partner. I've made some commitments on this. We need to get this done if at all possible. And she said, you know what? We're going to work with you on it. We're going to do A, B, and C. We closed that deal. Everything was smooth. Another time, she asked me a similar question. And I said, hey, I don't know this buyer from anybody. They found me off the internet. If you don't feel comfortable with it, I don't feel comfortable with it. Let's pass. So look, there's some gray areas, and your lender having more clout is only good for you and your buyers. The number 2 reason, big lenders tend to have teams. And I think the team is the way to go when it is done right. If you're dealing with just an individual loan officer, you're at risk when that loan officer is not available. If they go out of town, they're on vacation, or maybe they're in the hospital. Things happen in life. I personally have had some things happen in the last several years, but the agents that work with me never saw any impact to our business. Okay. I had a situation where some stints in the hospital, like just poof, out of unavailable for a couple of weeks. My team had everything rolling and continuing as normal. And many of you never even knew that happened. Okay. So, a team, when done right, is excellent. Many of you know we have our team line phone number that's answered 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. But you also have my direct cell phone. I call it the bat phone when you need to talk to me directly. So having a team is an awesome advantage to a top producing lender. Number 3, top lenders are often financially stable. Okay, we do a lot of business. Hopefully we're saving money during the good times. But why is that important? Desperate people do desperate things. And I've warned you many times my concern about lenders that are frankly desperate to pay their own mortgage, who do maybe things that they shouldn't be doing. And certainly what I'm seeing is giving out pre-approval letters way too easily to people who shouldn't have them because a small chance of getting paid is worth it to them. Remember, lenders have no downside if a loan doesn't ultimately close. So just beware, there are some lenders that are financially strapped and they are doing things they shouldn't be doing. The 4th reason is more at bats make you better. Okay, lenders who do a lot of business have a lot of experience. They're getting more recent experience and at-bats every single month. So they're going to be more up to date on what's going on in condo world. We know that's a big issue right now. But if you've got somebody that only does 1 or 2 deals a month, it might have been 3 months since they worked with a condo. Okay, so more at-bats means a better experience for you, more knowledge that can be applied to help your borrowers. And number 5, reputation matters, especially in a low inventory market. If the other agent, the listing agent, recognizes the name on that pre-approval letter, and guys, we work really hard on our reputation. That's why we teach so many classes. That's why we send birthday cupcakes to many, many of the top agents in Atlanta, because if that listing agent can go, oh, I know Tara, that's that engineer chick that turned into a lender, we're going to be in a better position. So if I can make that pre-approval letter more valuable, that's what we're all about doing. So there you go. All the reasons that you want to work with a lender who's doing a lot of business so that you can have a better experience for you and your clients. And as always, we are here to help.